Hey everybody, and welcome to TK's Mugen Saturday Slamfest, episode 103 for February 3rd, 2018. Starting her possible ascent up the singles ladder this weekend is a shiny star of a debut in card captor Sakura Kinomoto. If she's as polished a fighter as she is in clear card, Mortal Kombat's Chameleon could be in for the fight of her life. Even though she's had her struggles, this female Soul Ninja has proven to be the toughest of them all, and is at least putting up a decent fight with everyone thrown her way. Can she continue this trend, and potentially pull out another much-needed victory? Random stage, decide our combat's fate. Hope you all enjoy. Can Sakura release her true power and seal Chameleon away? Card captor Sakura about to unload her elementals on Chameleon's face. Let's get ready to kick butt, engage, here we go. Katana mode activated for Chameleon, wins a missing a jab, gets a nice aerial fist through, goes into a teleporting kick from Melina's side. Now Sakura swats her away with the sentinel, goes for the fireballs. Now power charges the Chameleon, whiffs the jump kick. Now Sakura going for a watery into the fiery, now goes for a rain card into the scepter swat, missed the fireball, and the rain still coming down, Chameleon trying to jump over it. Now Chameleon trying to block the incoming bubble barrage, ends up doing so, tries to get a grab through, gets a nice German off, not a fireball, it's like Chameleon trying to tech through them, and Windy knocks her out of the air. And Sakura takes round one without really wasting much breath here. Alrighty, Roo. Round two, we'll see if Chameleon can fight back harder as she goes into Melina mode to start. Ends up getting grilled by some fireballs. Scepter swat away. Now Chameleon tries for another jump kick. Sakura counters with another grab into his scepter swat. Now gets a jumping scepter swat right to the fireballs. Looks like Chameleon kicks over that. Now see Sakura summoning another bubble, windy, flood blitzkrieg. It's like a mix of several cards and the fireball, apparently. As the Katana family whiffed, and now Sakura gets another grab into a scepter shot. Keeps knocking Chameleon away. She missed the jump kick there. Tries to jump over the bubbles, but gets grabbed into another scepter swat. Goes into Melina mode again. Missed the teleporting jump kick. Gets behind Sakura's sweep kicks her. Now Sakura going for the fireballs and the windy and roundhouse kick counter. Now fireballs and oh boy, Chameleon's in danger. Tries for the Jade energy kick. Ends up getting a high kick off on Sakura, who ends up missing the fireballs, but gets a scepter slam. There she goes. And Sakura takes round two without much effort either. Although Chameleon did put up a slightly better fight, but still nowhere near enough to force a round three as she succumbs to Sakura's might 2-0. You lose. Simple as that. Well, Chameleon gave it everything she had, but sadly I think she's falling into job fodder status now. Pretty sad considering she had a strong season 1, and season 2 she kind of was up and down like a roller coaster, and now this season's starting not so hot. Maybe Chameleon could bring it back in her next set later on. We'll see. And Sakura starting off very promisingly here with a nice dominant win over Chameleon. Hopefully she could build upon that with an even bigger win later. Alrighty, Roo, folks. We're going to be moving into single set number 2 shortly. Be right back as I set it up for you guys. Howdy, peeps, and welcome back for more Saturday Slamfest 1v1 action. The Ghost of Sparta, Kratos, is on the hunt once again, as he now comes face to mask with the ninja nomad Shin Kazuma. The Galaxy Fighter has had a very up-and-down ride, and hasn't quite lived up to his previous dominance from my old series, but he can step it up here big time with a major W over the God of War. Will his evasive mind games and ferocious fireballs burn up the chains of pain? Random stage, give us the verdict now. Hope you all enjoy. If Kazuma can light up Kratos' life, he may be onward to bigger and better things. Kratos and Shin Kazuma about to go to war in the DDD arena stage. Engage, let's go. Kratos opens up the blade jab right to the ground pound, throwing the ninja off guard as he goes in for a fireball, misses the electrical dive kick. Now to Medusa's gaze, trying to freeze Kazuma as he tries to tech through it. Gets knocked back by the Nemesis into the ground pound. Now gets a fireball off on Kratos. Winds up getting Medusa's gaze out, goes for another Nemesis. Now Kazuma techs through that, lands an electrical fist into paralyzing Kratos some as he tries to fight back with the Nemesis and the Medusa's gaze. Kazuma trying to block everything Kratos is throwing at him right now. On the defensive, blocking those Nemesis shots. Now goes for the Blade of Olympus, ends up missing that as Kazuma gets a flipping throw counter off. Now ends up teching through that Nemesis, gets caught by the last few barrages of it. Ground pound knocks Kazuma off his footing. Now he goes invisible, throws off a fireball. Now Kazuma trying to get in Kratos' grill. Now Kazuma gets another flipping throw, nearly has Kratos' number. Kratos trying to go back at him with the Nemesis now. Kazuma monster summon running him down, and Nemesis rips right through him. Sheesh, Kratos barely hangs on as he locks up round 1. Round 2, can Kazuma force it to a 3 here, I hope? Chain blade blocked by Kazuma, goes for a fireball, knocks him out of Medusa's gaze. Now Kratos unloading that chain blade uppercut, ends up missing, goes for the Nemesis slam. Now Kazuma trying to advance and guard through the Nemesis, having a hard time, and blocks the Medusa's gaze and the monster summon. Last few shots of Nemesis knock Kazuma back as he teleports in. Kratos flying in with the wings of Icarus, tries to go for the Nemesis again. Medusa's gaze, man, Kazuma just blocking everything. Blocked that monster summon too, another Medusa's gaze blocked. Man, Kazuma just is stuck in the corner, gets a katana uppercut, finally fights out, another katana uppercut. Now Kazuma bringing it into Kratos' doorstep, goes for an aerial flaming tackle, ends up drilling him good. Now Kratos getting pounded back with the slide kicks, anti-electrical fist. Now Kratos trying to fight back with Nemesis. Blade of Olympus Tornado ends up missing that as Kazuma blocks that, blocks the Medusa's gaze again. Man, Kazuma nearly has round 2, can he capitalize? Oh man, Nemesis is pounding Kazuma back. Kazuma tries to go for a katana uppercut, ends up missing most of it though. Kratos blocking gets that one off. Kazuma trying to flip in, trying to advance and guard through the Nemesis. Blade of Olympus Tornado doesn't quite rip through, but the last Nemesis shot does him in. Whew! Man, I had a hard time keeping up with that, and sorry about the birds bantering in the background, I can't help that. Anyways, Kratos managed to dominate Kazuma 2-0 here. Very rarely do you see the Ninja Nightmare get destroyed like this. But he did push Kratos in both rounds down to the wire, so can't really get on him too badly here. And again, I do apologize for the rapid bird chirping, I mean, I can't help that. I would move him into the living room, but my mom probably would get on me about that. She's in the screen house on the phone right now, and so yeah, I'm sorry if you guys have to, you'll have to deal with the bird banter. Hopefully my voice will outpower them a little bit. It shouldn't take away much from the match anyway. Just consider them like crowd cheer or background noise or whatever, so. Anyways, Kratos and Kazuma put on a pretty solid 2-round set. Hey, it was at least better than the Sakura Chameleon curb stomp. Alrighty, folks. Hopefully Kazuma could come back in the next set and maybe force it to a 3, maybe get another major. I would like to see Kazuma on the rise again, but right now, he just hasn't been able to show that. And Kratos just continuing his 1v1 dominance, man. After that victory with Zeus, I don't think there's anyone else that can stop him. He's just going on a massive tear. Alrighty, folks, gonna set up double set number 1 and prepare ourselves for that. Be right back as I get it all ready here. Alrighty, Roo! A doubles duel we shall do! 2 of them to be precise, but first on the horizon, it's Team Mega Man 6's Centaur Man and Nightman. Mr. X has really kept them on full throttle as they continue to tear their opposition wide open. But it could be a very tall order against this very new debuting threat in Team Toho version 2, and it consists of Tenchi, who has migrated from 1v1 to 2v2, and Iku in full moon form, who is teaming with Aya back in NXT. Hopefully the doubles dominance will continue for her, having the Earthshaker by her side. Here's hoping their run will be even better than Moku and Nidori's, as we hurry over to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy! Alright, Tenchi and Iku, live up to your promise. I want to see you two punish the Robot Masters. Possibly. Team Mega Man 6! Team Toho! Man, both sides are gonna tear it up in this Tizok ring. Let's get ready to kick butt, engage, here we go. Alright, Centaur Man throws up the giant shield, Tenchi spamming the diamond missiles. Now Iku getting in with her scarf slash combo. Man, Tenchi continually spamming the diamond missiles. Now see Nightman and Centaur Man trying to fight out of the corner. Centaur Man unloading a spear barrage, Nightman swinging at baseball, gets knocked out of it though. Dashing headbutt from Centaur Man to Iku. Nightman unloading the baseball from across the ring, trying to attack Tenchi's backside. Centaur Man with the dashing headbutt, right into Nightman's shield shot, into a super baseball special, following Centaur Man's spear jabs into the rapid spear uppercut strike. There goes the Toho's. God! Man, they got utterly devastated in round 1, folks. Mr. X has to be proud of this performance. Alrighty, round 2, Tenchi and Iku bounce back like I know you can. Alright, Tenchi charges in with a sword slash, now goes into the Sky of Scarlet combo. Big super sword combo by God. Iku assisting from the backside with the scarf slashing. Now Centaur Man gets an arm burst in the face. Nightman rapidly swinging that baseball around, Iku getting juggled. Now a baseball rain from Nightman. Heavy duty damage to Iku. Iku trying to fight back with the scarf slash throwing Tenchi's diamond missiles to Centaur Man's backside. Toho's trying to bring it back here. See now Tenchi leaping over to Robot Masters, getting him from the backside. Oh man, Nightman getting, it was like Centaur Man got offed early. Now Nightman gets off by the scarf shot from Iku. Sheesh! Toho's right back in it, taking round 2. And we are pushing it into a round 3. Who will take it here? Alright, Nightman gets knocked out of his baseball throw. Centaur Man with the energy arrows hitting the Tohos in the backside, continually spamming the energy arrows. Now some spear jabs to Iku. Tenchi pairing off with Nightman. And Tenchi, look, Iku's got something she's hanging on to. EX mode. She may have a special. And Tenchi missed that diamond ring, or that diamond stone on Centaur Man. Big lightning wave ends up frying the Robot Masters. There goes Nightman dead already. Holy crap. And Centaur Man in deep trouble as he missed the Tenchi head, but Tenchi cuts him down with her sword. And the Tohos just completely terrorized the Robot Masters in round 3, showing no remorse as they secure their first 2-1 win of Season 3. And man, it was a hard-fought one at that. Getting the Robot Masters thrown at you for your first match in Season 3, that is not easy. With passion, you forget to eat. With joy, you forget your worries. Maybe the lifestyle that the Confucius strive for was... Well, I can't even see it. There's a pause button right on top of the words, so I can't read the rest of that. But yeah, wise words there, Tenchi. Anyways, the Tohos win 2-1. Yay for them. A very, very strong start for them in Season 3. And Centaur Man and Nightman unfortunately take their first hit here. If I recall, this is their first loss, so... And I'm sure they'll rebound very quickly. Mr. X is probably going to juice up their batteries after this one to make sure they stay on it. Anyways, a fantastic doubles match to lead into double set number 2. Hopefully the next one can... Well, this one definitely raised the bar. Now can double set number 2 top that? We shall see in a moment as I get it ready, folks. Hang tight. I is Bax, and ready to continue the doubles dash towards the 3v3 main event. This is a very early superset to be giving away, I must admit, but considering all the fresh new teams we have coming in this season, I can afford it. Team Ninja Gaiden's Ryu Hayabusa and Jay Ignis will have a shot at a very major win against the Marvel villains in Silver Samurai and Omega Red. Hopefully the memory of Samurai Showdown's hacking has been erased from their memory, as Season 3 is a clean start for them to go on another mountainous massacre. Will it inhibit their ability to perform? That question and more will be answered on a random stage. Hope you all enjoy. Can Ryu and Ignis get all over a punished, battered, and beaten Silver Samurai and Omega Red, or will they come out swinging once again? Ninja Gaiden, Omega Silver, on the Midnight Zone stage, engage, here we go. Silver Samurai knock Ryu, and Ignis back goes for a sword barrage, chain blade counter from Ryu. Now Ignis spacing with her mini shurikens, juggling Omega Red. Ryu trying to tech the giant shuriken. Now Silver Samurai going in with that sword barrage. Omega Red spacing with the long range cables. Now Ryu goes for a super fist special, lands it successfully on Silver Samurai. Omega Red going for the cable special, ends up catching Ryu and Ignis some. And Silver Samurai rolls into Ignis' sword slash, there he goes. That's the Omega Red trying to block that fire shuriken from Ryu. Now Ignis whiffing that glacial special. Ryu and Ignis all over Omega Red in the corner. Ryu spammed the flaming shuriken and the chain blade, allowing Ignis to advance on Omega Red, who missed that cable shot. Now Ryu pairing off with an already dead Silver Samurai who came back to life. Now Ignis whiffing that little fire detector special, whatever that is. Omega Red jumping into the air, and Ryu catches him as he lands with the chain blade. And Ryu narrowly hanging on to secure the round 1 win for him and Ignis here. Round 2, we'll see if Silver Samurai and Omega Red can fight back. Alright, Silver Samurai trying to roll behind him now. Goes for a special. It looks like he's trying to charge something. Omega Red getting attacked, double team by Ryu and Ignis. Oh, big electrical wave from Silver Samurai. Ends up frying Ryu and Ignis for some good damage. Now going for multi-giant shurikens. Ends up laying into the ninjas good. Ryu pairing off on Omega Red with the Super Fist. Ignis carving into Silver Samurai in the meantime. Ryu trying to catch up to Silver Samurai. Sword stab slam, doing some hefty damage to him. Now a chain blade counter to Silver Samurai. Ryu whips his special, tries for a high kick string, chain blade catches Silver Samurai as he leaps to the air. Ignis trying to swipe at Omega Red, ends up missing though. And Omega Red missing that jump kick. Ryu knocked down, goes for a chain blade, catching both of them. Silver Samurai with a sword upcut. Oh man, Ryu getting caught. Man, it was like Ignis getting off in midair. Ryu going for the cyclone special. Gotta take Omega Red out. Silver Samurai and Ryu the only two left now. Ryu trying to go for the chain blades. Silver Samurai's blade has the long range advantage, cuts Ryu down where he stands. Silver Samurai, with just half health left, manages to ground the ninjas in round 2, and we are pushing into a round 3. Who will take it? Omega Red gets slammed. Silver Samurai flinging Ignis across stage. Ryu with the fist of Silver Samurai tries to go for a flaming shuriken into the chain blade. Ignis trying for a sword string. Oh man, Silver Samurai gets countered out of whatever he was trying to do. Ignis with the energy wave already waxes Silver Samurai. Damn, right to Ryu's super fist, not even needed. He was already dead. Chain blade knocks Silver Samurai senseless. Now Omega Red got to fend off both ninjas by themselves, well over half health still. Man, Omega Red could pull this off, but it's going to be hard. Trying to block the incoming Ignis, who gets a ground throw off on him. Goes for the mini shurikens. Ryu trying to leap in. Man, advancing guard knocking him back. And now Ryu going for the flame shuriken. Omega Red trying to lash out the cable grab. Missed that. Tries for a super fist. Omega Red going for the cable special. Gonna catch Ryu and Ignis for some damage, but not quite enough. Going for it again. Ends up catching Ryu and Ignis again there. It does some damage. Mini shuriken into the flame shuriken. Then a cable grabs time to Ryu. Omega Red trying to take Ryu out. And he could probably bring it back if he does so. Ryu trying for the chain blade, but Ignis's projectile spam catches him in the backside. And Ryu and Ignis managed to isolate Omega Red and pick him off too for probably their biggest major to date. 2-1 over Silver Samurai and Omega Red, handing them their second loss ever. I have to consider this an upset, folks. I didn't think Ryu and Ignis had it in them to beat this caliber of a team, but man, Ryu and Ignis really digging down deep for a big one here. I cannot, that's definitely not an understatement, or overstatement, whatever. They really had to dig down deeper than any other match they fought in, and they finally got a major that's definitely worth bragging about. Sheesh. More than makes up for their fall to Dark Samus and Ridley a while ago. More than makes up for that. And Silver Samurai and Omega Red, man, they don't have many challenges getting thrown their way because they've made every other team look like nothing aside from Samurai Showdown and the Ninja Gaiden loss here. They've pretty much took it to every other team that they've come across. And I don't see that changing for the rest of Season 3. I mean, worst case scenario, they're forcing round 3s, and that's still very good. It gives them a fighting chance, so hopefully they can pull out other wins later. They got more than enough wins there. They don't even have to worry about losses hurting them at this point. Any more wins is just going to be a bonus for them. Anyways, epic main event here for doubles. And now, I hope the next 3v3 main event coming up will deliver and hopefully put us over the top for episode 103. Be right back as I get it going, peeps. The 3v3 main event of episode 103 is finally upon us. Replacing the Ginyus will be Team Evil Saiyans in Nappa, Raditz, and Turles. I guess the DMC defeat drove them away from Goku and Vegeta. Hope they found 2 new partners for 4v4 later. While the later team with Resident Evil's Nemesis, Hunter, and Linker hasn't changed, they really need some momentum, as no wins have kept them floundering like a fish without water. If they can poison DBZ, it could be the turning point needed to elevate themselves as we move over to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy. Nemesis, Hunter, Linker, wake up guys and pounce on those Saiyans and finally get your first win. Hopefully. The episode 103 3v3 main event is upon us. Team Saiyans, Team Resident Evil, WWF Rose War Ring, Engage, here we go. Man, it's like Turles getting pounded on. Nappa going for an high beam blast. Now it's like Turles power charging for his team. Nappa and Raditz trying to hold up the front here. Nemesis lobbing Nappa into the air. Now Raditz going in with the rapid jabs. Good God. As he now gets pounded back. Nappa going for a big mouth beam. Goes for a second one now. And Raditz kind of hanging back, allowing Nappa to get a shoulder tackle in. Now Turles trying to block the incoming Hunters. Now Nemesis is like screaming. More Hunters getting summoned here. The Saiyans getting pounded on. Nemesis trying to close in. Now Turles attacking them from behind. Raditz and Nappa holding up the front. There they go. Man, they grounded the big behemoth Nemesis for the round 1 win. Round 2, we'll see if Resident Evil can chomp their way back into it. Let's see, Nappa going for an aerial karate chop following that kick. And we'll see Linker trying to go for a jumping claw combo special. Ends up catching all but 100 lands a big special now. Starts clawing the crap out of the Saiyans. Now Turles trying to block on Nemesis in the meantime. Raditz slamming Linker and Hunter. Now Hunter and Linker trying to assist Nemesis now. Raditz trying to go in with the super fist. Nappa gets a karate chop off of Linker, who now retaliates with a jumping claw special. And now see, oh man, it's like Nemesis dropped already. Or is he coming back to life? I don't know. Hunter and Linker trying to hang on here. Linker getting a jumping claw strike. Looks like Turles is dead. Nappa and Raditz the only 2 left. Nappa dropped now, and Raditz the only 1 left. Linker going for that jumping claw strike. Right to Nemesis shoulder tackle. Damn. And Raditz gets off right away. And Resident Evil 4 folks have roared right back into this one, and they will push it into a round 3, as it should for a main event. Engage, here we go. And now Nappa going for an energetic karate chop, following Turles' rapid kicks. Raditz getting on it too with his combos. Man, they got Resident Evil sandwiched between them. Hunter nearly dead already, and now Nappa and Turles hanging. That Nappa with the big shoulder tackle. Now Turles going crazy with the super fist. Raditz aiming from the air now. It's like Nemesis dropped Linker and Hunter already dead. Incredible. God. Saiyans are off to a strong start in round 3. Nemesis gonna have a hard time. Nappa going for a mouth beam, ends up whipping the first one. And whips the second one too. And Nemesis ends up getting caught by the third. Raditz landing a big super fist. Nappa with yet another mouth beam grounds the big beast. And the Saiyans have supercharged their way through round 3 and have utterly annihilated Resident Evil and bring it back 2-1. Ha! Over 9,000. I knew that couldn't be right. Well, it's not Goku, so that should be expected. Anyways, the evil Saiyans have snagged up their first win in 3v3, I believe. I think this is their first 3v3 win together. Because I think I had Bardock, Raditz, and Nappa, and... Nappa, Raditz, and Goku and Vegeta were in the 4v4 last season. I kind of forgot. I have so many damn Saiyans, it's hard to keep track of them all. Because I had Bardock in 1v1 last season, and he's still in 1v1 for this one, so... Yeah, I think this is Raditz, Turles, and Nappa's first 3v3 win together, so yep. They're off to a nice start, defeating Resident Evil. Now, can they keep it up against their next 3v3 threat later down the road? That remains to be seen. At least Resident Evil's managing to make their matches interesting. They're forcing threes, and they're at least pushing everybody I throw at them, so I won't get on them yet, but they need to start winning soon. Alrighty, folks, that's going to wrap up episode 103. Hey, we had a few round threes, so I consider this episode a success. Hopefully we can keep up that momentum going into episode 104 next weekend. Alrighty, folks, hope you all enjoyed the action-packed content I brought to you here, and stay tuned for next weekend when I'll have more, hopefully. Until then, peace friggin' out all!